Medicare Advantage, using mostly a PPO structure or chassis. However, our approach is differentiated from other plans. We use technology, AI-powered proven technology, large language models that have been trained for many years. We started in 2018. So what our technology actually does, it helps the PCP or the general practitioner at the point of care make better informed decisions about care management for a patient. And how we do that, we connect our technology called Clover Assistant, AI-powered, cloud-based, connects over 100 different data sources via the cloud and recommends care paths, if you will, for a physician to look at, right? So think about connected information from other EHR systems, pharmacies, labs, et cetera, right? So it's very insightful, specifically in a world where interoperability is a big challenge, right? So visibility for general practitioner is really difficult. So our solution actually helps that. We have a couple of white papers that you can see on our website as well, really showing that we really help general practitioners recognize and diagnose chronic diseases earlier. For example, as a white paper, you can see that our technology enables physicians using our software platform to diagnose chronic kidney disease about 18 months earlier. And what that actually then means is that, of course, treatment can start earlier, right? It might have more MedX in the front-loaded in the front end, if you will, but total cost of care over lifetime is going to be lower, right? So, and then, of course, for the patient, of course, there's better health outcomes as well. So if you look at our team, right, our CEO came from Google, got a lot of scientists, if you will. CTO came from Yahoo as well. I have a technology background also from Yahoo and from Omnicell. So impressed with the technology stack. So we actually are differentiated that way. The beauty on the technology stack also, if you talk about proven technology, so we have proven this technology operating an insurance plan at full risk. So we are at full risk for the medical costs for our Clover Health Medicare Advantage members. And we've demonstrated in published results that we are able to, what is called the medical cost ratio, to lower that medical cost ratio over time, right? So demonstrated ability. So we have now also made the same technology available for other Medicare Advantage plans.
So you're pulling a bunch of data, you're helping the provider, the clinician, the physician make better decisions earlier on for treatment, ultimately lowering cost and providing better treatment for the patient. It's a tool used for doctors.
Yeah.
Can you maybe drill in more? So it's specifically on Medicare Advantage.
Yes.
So for tech investors who really don't know, these are older population sets, 65 and older, commercial plans. Can you talk about your current customer demographic in terms of like where you're positioned geographically in the US,
yes,
where you are trying to grow, where you're targeting growth in that network of providers? Yeah, let's start there.
Yeah. So most of our members base are also called Clover card holders, if you will. It's the way to think about it. The majority are in New Jersey, but we're also in Georgia, Texas, and some other states as well. And we do have, of course, also a density in these states where general practitioners are using the Clover software. So that's where you have this overlap, if you will, of both members and the use of the software that really leads to powerful outcomes, right? So we have growth opportunities in these states, specifically, of course, also in New Jersey. We have around a 10% market share. We believe we can organically grow there. And then, of course, we can expand otherwise as well, also via what we call the Counterpart software offering, right? So we can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. So you recently announced this Counterpart Health. It's a subsidiary of Clover Health, and it's a software platform that's available for external payers and providers Let's talk about more about the software platform and the opportunity set this brings to your company.
Yeah. So maybe let's first talk about kind of just the technology solution itself, right? So it's the same technology solution that we use in our plan that has demonstrated significant results over time.
Yep.
But that same technology we make now available for other plans and also for at-risk providers. There are many plans out there that have significantly higher medical cost ratios, right? They're struggling with the economics, if you will, and we can help there, right? So the software can be implemented in one day, essentially. Physicians can be trained in 1 hour, right? So, and then the flywheel can start working, right? To bring down the medical cost ratio, and then also, of course, improve the profitability of these plans or at-risk providers, if you will. And we have a separate presentation of that, I think, on our website as well, on Counterpart Health. You can see there that we're confident that we're able, over time, to help these plans or providers to lower their medical cost ratio by 1,000 basis points. So that's 10%.
Over what period of time can you do that?
Over multiple years. Yeah. And then the revenue model is both PMPM or SaaS based, so a monthly fee per member that's covered by this technology per month, right? Plus then also a share gain. So a tech-enabled services fee where we then share in the savings by lowering the MCR. Right, the first slice, if you will, think about officially, the first slice we give to the customer, in this case, the other plan or the risk-bearing provider, right? So it's actually really a beautiful model because you don't really need to argue or discuss.
Right.
The savings goes to simple calculation, right?
Yeah.
So that's beautiful. And then in the upside from there, after that first slice, we share in it proportionally, right? And the different percentage.
Now, if you're executing beyond expectations, is there an opportunity to renegotiate those terms year to year? Or, I mean, are we not there? Are we not there yet because the product is so new that?
Yeah, we're starting. I would say we commented publicly that we have very good momentum in the pipeline as well. We see a lot of interest, right? So, yeah, of course, these deals are mostly multi-year, with a renewal option, of course, as well, and an expansion option. Yeah.
So the Counterpart application, the platform, how does it sit at the payer and the health system? Like how do doctors use it? Just kind of describe the technology and the platform.
Yeah, the implementation is very straightforward. It's cloud-based. Can be installed in an hour, essentially, right? Wow. On our website, you can actually see the user interface. I came from a technology background for many years. I do care about user interface. And it's a really elegant user interface. It's an Apple-like elegant design, where some of the HR systems and some rev cycle systems are maybe a little bit more difficult to navigate. This is a beautiful system that as a user, you will want to use. So it actually generates suggestions to give care, if you will. And from a human perspective, you will want to look at it. And we have proven results, if you will, that we actually have you can either call it yield or conversion, actually, in general physicians choosing the right care path, if you will, recommended care path.
How big is this Counterpart Health opportunity, Peter, in your opinion, both in the near and longer term? Do you think it's a bigger opportunity than your current, what I wouldn't call install base, but it's not really your install base, but is your current customer set opportunities with the MA members that you're working with? How do you think about?
Yeah, maybe we can talk about the shorter term and kind of medium term and longer term and delineate there. Shorter term, what we've said is we have a rich pipeline that's progressing and deals are getting signed, if you will, and deals are getting implemented, right? And then, of course, we talked a little bit earlier about the revenue model, right? So the PMPM SaaS revenue will start to show up over time, and it will build as members grow, as well as recurring revenue. The share gain largely will be recognized after a year is completed, and we can calculate it. It's pretty straightforward, but still, that's going to be after the PMPM, if you will. Of course, we have sized the opportunity, and we're, of course, refining, of course, the go-to-market approach as well. It's a little bit too early to size it, but I would say it's definitely meaningful. Gross margin profiles are similar to other SaaS companies, right? So the beauty here is that we already have a proven technology. We're not pre-revenue, right?
Right.
So there's more to come.
So you're saying your gross margin profile is that of a typical software business, not 90%, 80% gross margin profile?
I wouldn't go that high.
Okay.
Yeah. It's lower than that.
Okay.
We see. Yeah. But above the gross profit profile of the plant side today.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meaningfully.
So really large, high margin growth opportunities by offering this capability.
Yes. Yeah.
And you can offer it nationally, right? There's no hindrance in going to different states.
Correct. Yeah.
Maybe let's switch topics here. Bigger picture, why should investors put Clover now in the same category as other tech companies or AI-focused companies rather than a healthcare services? I know you're trying to sort of shift this business model in that direction. How do we bridge that?
Yeah, well, that's why we're here today as well, of course. I would say we're probably one of the only companies, or really small group of companies in healthcare where we have applied AI and large language model, machine learning in real life with real world results, both for patients and also financially. So that's different. We chose, when the company was started, actually to prove it out in a plan and get real life results. So the other choice would have been just develop maybe a technology solution and see where you can implement it. So we chose the first option.
And Peter, maybe give some back. You're relatively new to Clover and the CFO. What attracted you to this company? And I'm sure you had other opportunities, but why did you choose Clover?
Yeah, great question. What I'd like to do is, what I've done, of course, over my career, is scale platforms, scale technology, if you will. There's a beautiful opportunity both on the plan side to use the technology, but also on the Counterpart Health side, right? So there's very favorable unit economics that we see. We should also mention that kind of the power underneath also of the performance is really cohort management, right? So the software tool really enables cohort management upfront at the point of care, real time, and not after claims have been processed a couple months later, if you will. Also, it's not only the technology. We have a lot of talent in the company, lots of talent. So I would say there's a lot more to come, right? And then maybe the health of the business. So we had results, 2Q earnings we reported yesterday. Really strong business fundamentals and momentum as well. So those three things, right?
Yeah, let's dive into that. What are some of the highlights from last night when you reported results? Maybe the top sort of talking points.
Top metrics,
top metrics. Right.
So organic revenue growth, double digit at 11% year over year. Adjusted EBITDA, $36 million for 2Q, $43 million for the first half of the year. Industry-leading medical cost ratio, MCR, that really proves the model again and again. Cash flow generation from operating activities, $46 million, and positive net income. All above our own expectations and also consensus as well. So very strong, and we're just getting started. Of course, we're really building value here on the medium to long term. All right, so.
Maybe the next question is, AI gets a lot of buzz in healthcare in various different ways. Maybe, Peter, we can talk about, how do you see AI and technology changing the healthcare industry over the next several years, and maybe specifically in your end markets?
Yeah. AI is definitely, in my view, in our view, needed in healthcare. The question is, where do you apply it and how do you apply it? Right? There's definitely a shortage of specialized or qualified labor in many areas in healthcare.
Yes.
We talk about the US specifically, right? So we focus on the point of care.
Yep.
Right, where general practitioners, PCPs might see 20 or 30 patients in a day. They're strapped for time. They can't see all the information. We bring all the information together from all these data sources with a holistic view. So that's a really great point or area for AI, if you will. But I would maybe delineate between AI type applications for kind of dashboarding, maybe pop health or kind of rev cycle that will have results, but not necessarily directly on care. So we care about AI applications with real world outcomes, both better outcomes for patients and better financial results also, and lower medical costs of care in total.
Last question for me, and then I'll open up to the audience. Can we talk about your liquidity, your balance sheet, where you currently stand after 2Q results?
Yeah, very strong balance sheet, no debt, over $450 million of total cash, $201 million of that for the end of June is in what's called unregulated, so it's not related to the insurance plan, if you will. Positive cash flow again in the first half. We don't anticipate any need for external funding, if you will, to continue to grow the top line and profitability over time.
And is it building your own tech stack? Would you look for M&A to do some bolt-ons on the tech side? How are you viewing M&A?
Yeah, on the core of essentially using AI at the point of care for general practitioners and PCPs, we don't believe we need any acquisitions there because we're industry leading. There might be some adjacencies maybe on the dashboarding side here and there.
Okay.
That'll be helpful, but we could maybe also develop it internally. I'm really impressed with our technology team as well. As you can see in the prepared remarks in yesterday's earnings call, we're also now starting to provide an update on the technology and innovation roadmap. So we'll continue to do that. You can find that there if you will.
Great. Well, I'll open up to the audience. I have maybe a few more, but anyone have any questions for Peter on Clover? Maybe a follow-up to your new Counterpart. You're selling both into payers, the insurance companies, but also directly into providers.
Yes.
Have you had to alter or change your sales force? How does that go-to-market strategy different? And if you had to sit here today, what do you think is a bigger opportunity or the easier conversation to have, the payers or the providers?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. Of course, our go-to-market strategy is evolving, right? So we're talking about healthcare here, where a sales cycle generally, as we know, is kind of up to a year, right? So a benefit we have, though, is that implementation of Counterpart Health can be a day, essentially, right? So that's definitely a benefit. So we have a sales/BD team. That's the right way to think about it. I mean, it's fairly early on to delineate between the two. I mean, there's other areas as well where Counterpart can be very attractive for users. I would size them for now equal opportunities between the two. Yeah.
What differentiates you versus your competitors? Is that very usable, elegant interface, or when you win against somebody, why do you win? Versus when you lose, why do you lose?
Yeah, there is really no direct competitor, right? So if you look at it, I guess via two lenses, right? From a consumer perspective, so the insured member, the Clover member, really looks at freedom to choose their general physician, PCP. So the vast majority of our members are on our PPO plan, so they can choose their general physician that they want, if you will. And of course, also other benefits, the OTC benefits are also important. So that's kind of delineation on the consumer side. While the general physicians are not kind of a customer, if you will, right? We, of course, talk to them to really show the benefit of the software for them to use in their practice, right? Better health outcomes, et cetera. That's the way to think about it. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, thanks everybody for attending. Peter, good to see you.
Yeah.
And all the best and your success with this company.
Okay.
So thanks everybody.
Great. Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Hello, hello, hello. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and just stop the share screen. So I'm busy right now. I'm trying to do some questions and work, but I'm going to just do this. I'm going to keep this very brief because we're all busy here. First things first, I don't know where to start, but we're going to have to start somewhere. I want to first, before I say anything, I want to congratulate Peter for giving an amazing presentation. I would like to apologize for my comments I made to him yesterday. I think he did listen to them because the mic today was a lot better. Hopefully they can replace the mic at the home base, or he could just get a nice mic. But he definitely listened to the advice and feedback. So you can go ahead and do your LinkedIn thing. I take that back. I'm sorry. You're doing a very good job. Very good. That was a very good presentation. So I just wanted to just take a moment and just, say thank you, Peter. Wonderful. All right. So we did that. A couple things that were important. This is the inside chat here. A couple things that are important that I would like to mention real quick is he did mention this is a high growth margin opportunity. That's a big deal, guys. There is a oops, sorry. He did also say that what else did he say? Oh, it's nationwide. It can go anywhere, meaning that the margin, essentially the penetration could be as much as Clover wants. So it's a lot of growth, right? 60 to 70% gross margins. Now I want to say that I unfortunately was dealing with some a-hole. Some guy came into our stock terminal yesterday and literally paid to spread FUD. I'll show you guys the FUD that he spread. I think it's gonna be funny. I put him on timeout, but because I was trying to deal with that, so I kind of lost focus. So I don't know if he said 67%. So please tell me what time point. I'm gonna have to listen to it again. But he did say positive free cash flow. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's go to All Stock Trades Mastering Stock Market course. And let's go down to our intrinsic value calculation. Okay. We've talked about this from day one. Since the inception of this channel, we talked about FCF, free cash flow. It's all about free cash flow. And I told you my expertise is finding companies that go from negative to positive free cash flow. That is my laser. That is my, if you were to say what is Al Stock Trades niche, it is that. The second one is finding sustainable Warren Buffett type companies. Okay. This one has a mixture of both. Okay. So the intrinsic value now is going to start coming true, but it's going to get a boost with all this high margin stuff. Okay. Now, hold on, Scooby. Hold on, guys. His name is Scooby Dooby Doo. Okay, so I'm going to go to the technical stuff right now. I just want to take a moment right now and go up here. Some butthole, just this really weird person. Well, actually, you know what? Let me just make this let me just give me a moment. Let me just open up the short volume here, and then I will show this here. Because this comment was made last night or this morning. I don't remember. I have to see the time. Where is it? I can just search it, honestly. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Look at this guy. Some guy came on here. It shows you how much hate this company has. This guy literally, I put him on timeout so he doesn't he paid to be here. And he said, your so-called prophet Al is going to drive you into the ground. First off, just like what, my other, Mastering Stock Market member said, I'm an educator. I'm not no freaking prophet. Okay. I'm just trying to show you what Wall Street has been doing for 100, pretty much 100 over 100 years. Okay. The guy said that we're launching a coordinated effort to short the stock to oblivion. No matter what positive news you hear, we will never let the stock see the light of day. We will relentlessly short it until it goes bankrupt. All the analysts are on our side. I don't know about that, man. I mean, like, they just upgraded us. Was it $2.50? I don't know. If you think your leader can guide you with calculated numbers, think again. You are up against the very fiber of Wall Street. I mean, what is this, Cobra Kai? What garbage is this? Yes, we may be down on our shorts. Good. But this is a calculated move, and we will bring this company down. Well, why? It's just an insurance company. Leave. What the hell's going on? You have one last chance to abandon this platform in this company. We are coming at everyone. And he gives us the middle finger. And then you know what I said? This is like, mind you guys, this is at like midnight. This is like at 1 a.m. in the morning. So my response was like this. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what the hell? That's my response. I'm like, are you serious, dude? Like, what the hell is going on? And then he messaged me again during the live. That's why I had to time his ass out. I'm like trying to focus what Peter said, and I missed some things. So yeah. So CRD insert. So if this guy is legit, CRD stands for so it's a registry. No, it's not that. Hold on. FINRA. It's the central registry depository where all the companies you can. I try looking up the number. So I mean, it seems for this guy to know what CRD means and then talks about shorting. I don't know, guys. Seems kind of fishy. Kind of weird. Kind of really weird. Like we could just go ahead and hold on. We can go ahead and open up this real quick. Freaking weirdo, dude. We go here and let's go up to the stock terminal. And we'll just say, what does this mean? Okay. It's a computerized database maintained by the FINRA. It contains registration information on firms and individuals in security industry, including qualifications, employment history. And so I tried putting the name, the number. I was like, I think he's just, I'm just going to ask it. Do hedge funds have this information or number? I mean, are they in there? Yes, hedge funds typically have access. Yeah, this is kind of weird, guys, because he was telling me, or she, I don't know, it might be a freaking she, you never know, or them. We got to be all inclusive now, right? So whatever this person is, probably a he. Just the statistics. Tell me to stop making videos. So obviously we're getting somewhere, right? So screw you, dude. Like just wasting people's time. Anyway, let's switch topics. Let's go back to here. What is the support and resistance line command, please? Like, I built this beautiful freaking platform to help people, and it's just like now that the platform is obviously speaking for itself. You can see that I cracked Wall Street. You see all this bullshit, right? So whatever, man. Who cares? Let's go ahead and put the minute here. Am I doing this right? Put the day, maybe. Huh. That's weird. Maybe it must be down. Let's see here. Yeah, it worked yesterday. Let's see. Yeah, I got to reload. Let's look at the comment sections real quick. Mic upgraded. Yep. What did he write to you while the conference was going? Oh, he just said a bunch of crap. Like, you have one last chance to leave or something, like stop making videos. Like, yeah, probably a short. Yeah, probably lost money shorting the stock and just wanted to make me stop. Well, you won, man. I stopped making videos. Get out of here. People start threatening. That's in itself a good argument to continue. Absolutely, right? Might have been a bad attempt at a joke. I mean, yeah, what kind of joke? I'm kind of freaked out, dude. I told my girl yesterday, and she's like, "Dude, do you think they're gonna shoot you?" I'm like, "What the hell? No, freaking weirdo." I'm just like, I mean, think about it. It's kind of weird. Well, that's the thing. I tried talking to my developer. Apparently, they used a credit card without an address. So they use a prepaid card apparently. So that's what it seems like. So that's kind of creepy. That's why I was like telling my girl all this. Yeah, he bought the product. I mean, like, just watch him start using the product out of nowhere. Just don't watch it see his product. Like, what the hell, dude? Is that Covers guy from I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, no, they're very smart. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to figure out. It's just a blank card. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's gonna expire next month. So yeah, dude, freaking crazy, man. What a weirdo. The hell's wrong with these people? Let me just take a look at here. See if this is working. Could be down. No, it seems like it's working. I think it's probably trying to recalibrate. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, I just needed to recalibrate. That's fine. So speaking of which, as this basically loads up, I just want to mention a couple things. So for people that are interested, the sale will be ending. Take advantage of our coupon code SAS. Be part of our community. Accept that asshole. You know what I mean? Don't come if you're going to cause issues. So please don't come. We're trying to build a beautiful community. Obviously, what we're doing is the right way. This is an educational platform that has data, which you'll never find, because like data is expensive, and you need to. No one will ever offer lifetime access to data. It just doesn't work, right? I think in the coming months and years, you're going to start to see, because I published a book, how to find the next 10 bagger. Here, the books I published. This is a top selling one, man. This is doing good. This is how to find the next 10 bagger, and take advantage of it. It's all profit proceeds go to a nonprofit for this one, and then all profit proceeds of this goes directly back into the stock terminal, right? So that's the whole point, is just creating a community. I that's where it's all, because it's hard to find friends now that actually have this, especially for stock market. So yeah, come on and join us, and we'll have a nice party. So we've seen this many times. We're waiting for that 265. They just hit a 250 price target, so we should be seeing those prices soon. Now, could we go down? I don't think we're going to go down $1.20. There's a lot of buying here. Does Clover want us to go down? Yes, so that most likely it can buy more shares. We might see 178. That might be the thing. I don't think we're going to see, what was that, 150? Because you could see that was quickly bought out. I would say we do see some testing here. So we might see 168, maybe. If you were to draw kind of like all the points, you see it's kind of near here. But anywhere between 168 to 178, maybe prices will start consolidating. Anything below that, oh my God, it's going to be a steal. The market will buy it up. Yeah. So the Marcus Aurelius, that one was important for me. For folks that don't know, every leader reads this book, and it just kind of changes the way you think. Look up Marcus Aurelius. I think it's made me in a pretty good leader, to a point where I'm having people tell me to stop making video. I never, guys, listen. I never thought. First off, let me just say, we have right now, what is it? Let me open up YouTube for a sec. Okay, view your channel. I mean, I just made this video. By the way, YouTube, if you go to videos, you're going to see like 8 months ago. No, you got to go lives, right? You got to go lives. Okay. So, I never thought I would make a video and then we would get like 800 people watching, 600 people watching. Like that's a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like that's so many people. Like you think I thought I would do that? So that's really cool. You know, so I appreciate you guys joining. It's really cool. Yeah, I'm really proud of that. But yeah, so you know, $1.78, $1.68. So we're gonna be watching that, and I want to. Oh yeah, let's look at the Monte Carlo. Please give me the artificial intelligent command Monte Carlo simulation. So let's see if we can get the AI command. Here it is, AI prediction. Yeah. No, it's not this one. It's not this one. I don't think Clover has enough options to make a prediction. Let's see if we can find it here. No. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. It's a simulated price projection. That's what it is. Simulated price projection. I'm curious to see what it thinks Clover looks like. No. I'll give it a couple seconds to think here. Let me just go ahead and did he use a coupon code? No, so he used our stock terminal. So he paid like $60 to come on here. Freaking weird. Paid in full. Now imagine, right? No, yeah. So we have two platforms. Is that yeah? I really can't wait for September. Oh shoot! Look at that. So yeah, guys, this is a pretty bullish, very, very bullish. I mean, it means that we're going to go higher. That's pretty good. That's pretty much what it's simulating there. It's the prices are pretty much stacked up. So you know, if Chamath was going to dial back in, I think it's about time to do it now. I think Chamath was trying to call. I mean, here's the thing: these folks here were trying to call for a recession. Bill Ackman, Chamath, all of them. This guy was calling for a recession coming in, and he said something about he posts a lot, man. He just posts. I mean, thank you for retweeting him. Yeah, you know, just come on. Everyone wants a recession, so everyone's trying to freak out the market here, but I don't think that's going to happen. Intrinsic value. Maybe it was Jim Cramer. That's so funny. I mean, what are you going to do with a healthcare company, ladies and gentlemen? We're now technology. We are taking off like a rocket. Oh, and no one's going to stop us. It's probably just one guy watching it over and over again. Boom, 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 boom. What do you guys think? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So, anyway, guys, that's all I have for you guys. Take advantage of our coupon code. Join our community. We're going to be showing our buys and sells, our option, how we trade the options in terms of covered calls and cash secured puts. And we're going to show and how we make 30 to 70% every year. Doing this, and the price targets of Clover and what have you are going to start being, because once I start residency, there's going to be no time, right? There's going to be no time. And, making videos are going to be more to discuss market. What's the market doing in terms of like price targets, intrinsic values and all that? It's going to be in our research edge. It's going to be closed in our platform. I think, I think, I think we, once we get more movement, it's going to be clear that our platform is what it is, and no one's doing this, right? So I think that it's going to speak for itself. So from that, we're just going to be talking about markets and just updates. But in terms of the intrinsic value, all the hardworking data that we have, in order to be fair to all folks here, who have paid, we're going to keep it. The research with inside our platform. So that's why I say take advantage of our SaaS coupon code, because prices in the mastering will go to $5,000 because this data is not cheap, right? But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, what is the market doing right now? What's the market doing? I always like to go here to see, yeah. So let's just kind of just end it with some just some quick TA here. Just some basic TA. So it seems as we almost try to do that 50. Let's do the IWM. So I think the 50-day support line. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Look at this right here on the 50 here. So it fell on the 200, and then now it's. I think we're bouncing back up now. I think this hit on the hour. Yeah. Yeah, you see this? So there's multiple levels of support here. You want to look at different time windows. We're going to be teaching that in the stock market, right? You can't just look through one time window. You have to look at through a bunch to kind of get an idea. But it seems as we're getting support. Actually, let's go to the NASDAQ real quick. You go to the NASDAQ, you see that we're getting support now. I mean, this is what you want to see. I think honestly, it's going to look like this. We got a dip here in August, and then we got to bounce. And I think that's kind of how it's going to look like. It's going to bounce. I don't think it's going to go like this. You know, I don't think it's going to go below the 200-day, because this is the bear market, right? This is I think this is just kind of a correction, a nice correction, and then we're going to go ahead and go higher. I think so. I think that's where we're going to be. And then let's just go to the S&P. S&P is a little bit more protected, so it didn't go down here. I was thinking maybe near this region here. So pretty much, yeah. We can go to the very strong, very strong. I mean this market cycle is still young. I mean these things tend to go for, these things tend to go for a while. You know what I mean? They correct a little bit. They correct. I mean, this was a recession. This is correct, and they go back up. So I think, this little dip here caused everyone to say rate cuts. So I think we're looking pretty good. In terms of small caps, it's looking really sexy. We're just oscillating right now. What people don't understand is we're oscillating towards a positive channel, and once we break this out here, it'll be probably near a rate cut, and then we're gonna go forward. I think. If not consolidate, then go forward. So I think we're looking pretty good here. And then for Clover, the biggest gap right now, the biggest dimension to look at here is the 250 here. Once this hits, then we have this. Then we have these two double humps. That 350 is going to be a bitch. And once we pass that, we pretty much have $8, and then just like we have player one was saying, once we pass the $10 range, we don't know where we're gonna go. We don't know where we're gonna go, or we don't know. We might go so far that we're like, oh damn it, we missed the moon. Oh well, let's see what else we can find, right? So we're looking pretty good right now. And again, it's hard to believe. It's very hard to believe that this could happen for Clover. I don't blame you. It is hard to believe, but just if you don't recall, go back to when end phase was 60 cents. Go back when end phase was 60 cents, and then it just kept climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. Let me just zoom out. Climbing and climbing, right? Right. Now it's just correcting back to its intrinsics. So very good. Al didn't pull any punches yesterday. Al, no, yeah, it's pretty tough. I was a little hard, but again, I want this company to be strong, right? I like this company, right? Al, to make it up to Peter, maybe dedicated session on Peter's strong and successful career. We should probably do that. I'll do that. Can someone help me in the mastering and just give me just dox him, and we'll make a nice presentation and we'll make it up to him, and we'll send it to him. Because line, I didn't even know Al could be that brutal, and to our best in class CFO, I was surprised. Oh, it was pretty. Come on, Al, Peter, give Peter a shout out like that. I know I was a little, but again, I don't want this to be a multi-million-dollar market cap company. I don't want this to be a low billion-dollar company. I want this to be a $20-30 billion company, to potentially even higher, right? So I want, it's good that we have some form of line of communication. I did talk with them before. It's a good line to have, right? Obviously, they are in my best interest, right? For them to be successful. So it all comes from a good heart. He did great today. It's very clear, though, he's more confident in talking about the SaaS business, more so than that of the healthcare. I mean, he's still good with that, but you can see that he's more of the technology guy, which is fine, which is why we have that CFO for the Medicare Advantage. So it's fine for the guy from Humana. So it makes sense, right? His strength is in the software side of the business, which makes me think that, well, since he's the head of this Clover as a CFO, he's the leader, the head and chief of the financial division for Clover, it may seem as the Counterpart assistant may be the bigger portion of Clover. If that's the case, then the whole in the analyst just very quickly was saying that, I know you're trying hard to change yourself and differentiate yourself into a AI type company, which obviously changes the evaluations. Instead of 0.1 price to sales or 0.5 price to sales or 0.6 price to sales, they're going to be put at anywhere between 7 to 10 price to sales, right? So anyway, it's looking pretty good. And it's very clear now that, our platform, our research speaks for itself. We don't copy anyone else's research. It's all organic research, and we do it, live, right? I don't need a prep, right? I've been doing this for over 10 years. I don't need a prep for this, right? It's all off the cuff, right? And the goal is for folks that join our mastering is to take you from zero to hero, because it's in my best interest to do that. Because once you get fully educated, like medical school, you'll be able to contribute to the group. And that right there is going to be gold. I mean, we already have people contributing right now, and they've done a damn good job, right? And I think, he keeps changing his name. Oops, sorry. Irish Vanity or Clover Vanity. I'm not too sure. Keep changing name, man. Clover Vanity, something like that. Some vanity. I don't know. I'll find it here. Clover Vanity. I got you. All right. But yeah, I'm very proud of all of you guys. Transcripts are up. That's because I can catch up from that asshole who freaking annoyed the crap out of me. I missed the most likely around. Peter says, holy shoot. Can you share your death threats with us? Suppose you reported to authorities. Have you taken them seriously? I honestly haven't. I think someone was upset. But yeah, I mean, I can share them. I feel like I'll do it internally. I just got to find them. If I like do it publicly, I feel like it's good. I mean, I feel like now this guy's like happy that I like shared his words. Sometimes I think like kind of like how America doesn't like to negotiate with terrorists. It kind of gives it precedence. Like, yeah. So that's the thing. Probably was upset and drinking. I mean, honestly, you guys, yeah. I dealt with a lot of crap this week. Some guy in the apartment complex my father-in-law owns was shooting a gun in the air, and the bullet almost hit our house, our portion of the property. It's freaking crazy, man. This is crazy stuff, man. Anywho, guys, take advantage of this coupon code deal. Where the hell is it? And $1,000 off. And I will see you on the next one. Love all of you guys. Stay safe. Go to the gym, work out. I'm going to do a crap ton of questions right now. And I'm also going to go ahead and do some research because I got to get my stuff going here. Okay. See ya.